Hi there, I'm Ben and welcome to part 6 of my full platinum walkthrough of God of War 3. At the end of part 5 we had just killed Hermes and acquired his boots. Now we're going to be using them to do a little bit of traversing. So during this part of the walkthrough we're going to be getting 3 trophies. Sibling Rivalry, which is a story trophy for killing Hercules. Nice Tan, which is for blinding 100 different enemies with the Head of Helios. Don't worry if you don't get this one during this part, there are more enemies ahead, you shouldn't be far off anyway. Remember to be blinding enemies as often as possible. Lastly is Obedient Skull. Finally, there is an infinite spawn of hellhounds during a certain part we'll get to, so we'll definitely be getting this trophy in this part. Next up, collectibles. We'll get 3 Phoenix Feathers, plus another magic upgrade, 2 Minotaur Horns, plus another item power upgrade, and 2 Gorgon Eyes, plus another health upgrade. Also, 2 Godly Possessions, Hercules' Shoulder Guard, and Poseidon's Conch Shell. They will be numbers 5 and 6 out of 10. I'll do a bit of weapon upgrading during this first part, then shortly after that we'll be finding our first hidden chest of the video. Okay, so this first hidden chest is very hard to miss even though it's invisible. You have to walk right past it. After wall running across the gap, go as far left as you can and use Helios' head to reveal a hidden chest. It will contain Phoenix Feather number 7. After opening it, you'll do a bit more traversing until you get to some large doors with some sentries that are killing civilians in front of it. Okay, so killing these sentries will lead to a Cyclops appearing. Killing that Cyclops will result in 2 more appearing. The Cyclops here is different to the ones we're used to. We can't get on top of these ones and use them against each other for a start. Plus, they're heavily armoured and have extremely long reach. While fighting the last 2 is actually one of the rare occasions where I use the Rage of Sparta ability. After they nearly kill me with a quick 1-2 combo I could do nothing about. A good move to use against these guys is the square-square triangle combo. It stuns them really easily, while leaving you enough time to dodge their attacks. Once all of the enemies are dead, don't go through the doors, instead head left to find another hidden chest at the end. It contains Minotaur Horn number 6, which will result in an item power upgrade. After that, head through the doors and continue on until we meet a new enemy, the Siren. So this is a Siren. Like the Wraiths, they're fairly easy to kill if you manage them correctly. Their main weakness is the Head of Helios. In fact, you have to use it if they phase out so you can continue hitting them. Also, when you kill them after doing 2 finishing moves on them, they'll let out a scream that will knock back all enemies. This is really handy for when you get overwhelmed. After killing all the enemies, head upstairs for one of the weirdest puzzles in the game. Right, so this puzzle is a Parappa the Rapper style rhythm puzzle. We do need to assemble it before we can do it though. But first we're going to be getting another hidden chest. If you head left when you enter the room, you'll notice a steam vent. Use this to get to the top area. Up there you'll see a red chest. But if you jump across the gap, you'll find a hidden chest which contains Phoenix Feather number 8. Right, now jump down and go to the other end of the room and float up once again. Land on the front platform and jump across to the middle one where the 4 wheels are. Rotating said wheels will spin a block down below them. The idea here is to complete the picture of the sword. Pretty simple stuff really. Once it's complete, the game will let you know and you can jump down and start the rhythm puzzle. Again, very simple stuff. Once you pull the lever after finishing the puzzle, things get a bit more complicated though. As the lift descends, waves of enemies will appear. Annoyingly, they are the sentries that carry the blue shields and we don't have the weapon that can smash them. Yet. What we'll have to do instead is use the Gorgon's gaze to turn them into stone and smash them. Damage the Gorgon enough so that the circle prompt appears. Rip her head off and everyone else will turn to stone. Smash them all quickly. Repeat this process until the lift reaches the bottom. Then go up the stairs and try and use the switch in front of Pandora's box. You won't be able to. Instead, a door will open to the left. In here's a quick fight against some wraiths. After that, head down the stairs and you'll find another hidden chest. It's in the circle at the bottom, but it is invisible, so you'll need to use Helios' head to reveal it. Inside is Gorgon Eye number 9, which means health upgrade number 3. Just in time too, we're about to fight Hercules.
Bravo! Bravo! Our hero has arrived. Applause for another bastard child of Zeus. Just in time for the final act.
Hera.
You look terrible, dear. Still wanting to kill my husband, I suppose?
You know I seek revenge on Zeus.
Can't say that I blame you. Since you killed my son Ares, fear of you consumes him.
His fears will not matter when he is dead.
I'll drink to that.
Hera, I seek the child, Pandora.
Pandora? That wretched little thing my son Hephaestus created? Well, we can't have you do that, my dear. Destroy him.
Hello, brother.
This is not between us, Hercules.
Isn't it? You were always Zeus's favorite.
The air on Olympus affects your thinking, brother. Zeus has no favorites.
Think about it, brother. While I was stuck cleaning the Augean stables, he chose you to destroy Ares. Well, not convinced. How about this? While you were being crowned the god of war, I was sent to find an apple. They called them labors. Ha! Perhaps he did allow me to kill the Nemean lion, but he made your name known amongst the people. A fierce warrior, a killer made hero, a man made a god. But this time, brother, this time I will destroy you. Call it my 13th and final labor. Soon I will become the god of war and claim the throne for myself.
You aspire to be an Olympian, yet their reign is ending.
We'll see about that.
Okay, so first of all, this boss fight is a great place to blind a lot of enemies for the nice tan trophy. Whenever there's a large group of sentinels, use the charge move from Helios' head to blind them all. You have to kill this first group of sentinels before Hercules actually joins the fight. Hercules is very slow but powerful, so you'll have plenty of openings to attack him. Again, the square square triangle combo is great here to get some quick damage in. Don't be afraid to use magic as well if things get a bit out of hand. Damage Hercules enough and he'll grab you, mash circle at this point and you'll reverse it. When you're charging around with him on your shoulder, you want to smash his back into one of the 6 bramble patches, and that's all there is to this fight really. As he's a demigod, he doesn't have any special powers or anything. Eventually it'll be just you and him. Use the Rage of Sparta at this point if you have it, damage him enough and you'll take his gauntlets from him. Continue to keep dodging, hitting him when there's an opening, and win any quick time events when he grabs you. Eventually he'll lift the platform up that you're stood on. At this point the fight is pretty much over.
How he trembles. The god of war.
Now that he's dead, we'll get the Sibling Rivalry trophy. We'll also have a new weapon now, the Nemean Cestus, in other words smashy lion fists. Directly underneath where Hercules' body is floating in the water is the next godly possession, Hercules' shoulder guard. This is number 5 of 10. So now we're going to be trying out the new gauntlets. They're actually the key to the whole game really. You'll have noticed several blue crystals throughout the game. This weapon is the only one that can smash them. They also smash those annoying blue shields that some of the sentinels have. Also at this point I get the nice tan trophy for blinding 100 enemies with Helios' head. Don't worry if you don't get it here, there are plenty more enemies, so you should be getting it soon. After pulling the switch behind the blue crystal and swimming through the tunnel, you'll emerge in a new area. Straight after jumping out of the water, head towards the screen to find our next hidden chest. It contains Minotaur Horn number 7. During the next fight there are some hellhounds, but don't worry too much about kicking them. An infinite spawn of them is coming up in a minute.
You're Lord Kratos. Please. No. I do not need your help.
So the idea of this area is to kick the hellhounds through the portal on the right to weigh down the platform on the other side of it. If you don't kick the dogs through the portal, however, they will infinitely spawn. Take this opportunity to finish off the Obedient Skull trophy. Don't leave the area until you have it. There aren't too many dogs after this.
Lord Kratos, no! Please! Please, leave me be! I beg of you! Show mercy!
Hold your tongue.
So in this room there are two collectibles, and they're both on the right hand side. Gorgon Eye number 10 and Godly Possession number 6, Poseidon's conch shell.
Lord Kratos! Hurry! Ah! No! Stay back! Get away!
Fuel your blade, Kratos.
I beg you!
So these are a new version of the Stone Timmy mallets. The best weapon to use against these guys are the new gauntlets we've just got. They are the only other weapon I'll ever recommend using throughout the game. They are great in one-on-one fights and against slow enemies. After this, continue making your way back to the start of this area with the princess, then use her to prop open the gates.
go. Move.
Lord Kratos, no! Lord Kratos! Do not leave me!
Pandora!
Kratos, I knew you'd come back.
Tell me where you are.
I hear something. He's close.
Just tell me how to find you.
The labyrinth! Find the labyrinth! Ah! Help! Help, Kratos!
Pandora! Pandora, what's happened? Where are you?
My son. You trifle with matters you cannot possibly understand. Stay away from this thing.
Zeus! Zeus!
Just one last collectible to get now. It's directly on the right, but it is invisible, so you'll need to use Helios' head. It's Phoenix Feather number 9, so magic upgrade number 3. This is basically the end of the video now. I just used the rotating platforms outside to get to the next save point at the entrance of Aphrodite's chambers. Right, I'll leave it here. Please like and subscribe, etc, etc. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.